What's up, guys? It's your boy Jalen here on another episode of Elevated Minds. Today's episode is going to be called The Power of Regret. You're not your mistakes. All right. This episode is going to be based on a book that I read called The Power of Regret by Daniel Pink. It's a really excellent book. Really was just talking about how regrets aren't actually a bad thing. It only becomes a bad thing when you linger on these regrets. Because regrets are what make us human. We're always going to make mistakes in life. Things are going to happen. But we can't linger on it. But there's nothing wrong with feeling regret. That just shows that you're a human person. To say no regrets, you just live life with no regrets. And this is what the principles in the book are talking about. You're not human. There might be something wrong with you if you live life and have no regrets. You don't regret anything ever. And it's not saying, like I'm saying, it's not saying that you should definitely linger on these regrets and just sit around and be like, oh, if I could have done this, then my life would be like this. But there's magic in that moment. That's what the book is talking about. And it really just speaks on how regret can actually help you to move forward. And it sounds crazy, but we're going to talk about that more in the book, or more in this episode. If this is your first time on the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on my socials, hit that notification bell so you can get all the new videos and my blog and all that stuff that I post daily and weekly. And if you're returning and you've already been on here, hit that like button and share this video with anyone you think would benefit from this. Let's go on and dive into this. So first, we always have to go over the definition of the word. What is regret? So regret is a feeling of sadness or disappointment for something that has happened or been done, especially a loss or a missed opportunity. So a lot of times people regret when there was something like a chance they had to do something, to go for something, they decided to wimp out, or they just didn't do it because they were scared, or they had doubts. These different things have form regret. A lot of times people wanted to say some things to someone, a loved one that might have passed away, or a friend, or anything like that. Or maybe you didn't treat them the best during the time they were alive. There's all types of things. There's all different reasons for regret. And what this episode is about is so that you know that regret isn't a total bad thing. It's only a bad thing when we let the regret take over our lives. So when, say, you let someone down, you said that you were going to be there, and now there's like a wedge between your relationship because you didn't keep your word. Someone can have a regret for that, and there's nothing wrong with having a regret, but that regret cannot hold you back from your future and from the person you're trying to become, and from the goals you're trying to get to. A lot of people let the regrets hold them hostage. And once you let a regret hold you hostage, that's when you can let other stuff come in. Doubt, fear, depression. That's why regret is supposed to spring you forward. You can look at, there was in the book, it really talked about how they'll have Olympic, competitions, and different people that will, there's the person that got in first place. Sometimes they'd be happy, but sometimes it would be like, they've got mixed emotions. But people that would be in like second place would be like, oh man, I almost got first. You can see the different regrets. Like you could just see it, like, oh, if I had trained a little bit harder, I would have been in first. And then the person in third, it says a lot of times they're the happiest because they're just like, man, I didn't even know if I could get here, but I made it here. So there's different stages of regret. There's different types of regret. There's different reasons someone might, regret different things. So one person might feel regret for something that someone might not even think twice about. That's the beauty of regret. Using this pain and this sadness and what goal you didn't hit, or what opportunity you missed, or something you just didn't do, which created an outcome that it's not to your liking. This can cause regret. And it's really just important to look at the regret as, okay, what can I learn from this? Like what can I do better? You know, they say like there's a lot of like athletes and stuff. They'll train, and then when they get up to the actual competition or the game or whatever, they might choke or not do the best that they know that they could have, and they think back, maybe if I didn't, skip on those last 3 practices, that could have been my little edge that I needed. That's a regret, but you're also looking at what you could do better for the next time. So regret shouldn't be looked at as, oh man, woe is me, I can't believe that I did that, I can't believe I let this happen. My life is like this right now because I did this, and why did I, don't beat yourself up over something that's happened. Regret is only a good thing when you use it for the positive, when you use it to spring yourself forward, when you use it to learn, different steps that you can take compared to the last ones that you did, and this will help you to be a better person and operate better. So, the gist of this whole thing is use regret to your advantage. It doesn't have to be a terrible thing. Everything is about perspective in this life. Everything is about the different choices you make and how you decide to look at what your life is. From what lens are you looking at your regrets? Are your regrets, are they haunting you because you just feel like you could have done better? Or do you really just feel like feeling sorry for yourself? Because sometimes people use regret to, be a crutch and use that as an excuse to not get to their goals, to not continue to go after their passions, because something didn't work out the way they wanted to. Regret is not supposed to, operate in that way. When it's like that, then it's a negative thing. But like I said, it's all about perspective and how you look at it and how you reframe it. So this isn't a very long episode. I just really wanted to share this with everybody because I came across the name of this book through, I think it was Ty Lopez. And I was like, that sounds kind of interesting, The Power of Regret. It's a really good book. It's actually pretty recent. I don't know when it was written. I didn't check to see, but they talk about some rappers and things like that are in today's age. So I believe it's fairly new. But it's a really good book. I recommend that everybody reads this one because I know everybody's got some regrets, things that they did when they were a teenager, or, things that you wished you would have done to prepare yourself better for your life now. There's a lot of regrets you might have, all different types of things, but use the regret as a positive tool for you, because you can really use it to reframe your mind and to do better starting now. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to hold you hostage. It doesn't have to, create these limiting beliefs for yourself and think that because these things didn't work out for you, that it's going to always hinder you or always be that way. Use your, your regrets in the most positive way that you can, and I guarantee that you're going to start to see yourself feeling happier. It's like it's a huge weight that you let off your shoulders when you're letting go of regrets and using them for the positive. You don't understand how much weight and how much pain you will hold inside of you, and we're not designed to hold those. This is what creates different diseases and sicknesses and things like that. Stress on your body, which is really not good for you. Stress kills. So really, guys, regrets are not something that you should hold on to. They're not something that should be looked at in a negative light. So if that's you, I really implore you to read this book called The Power of Regret by Daniel Pink. And I think it's going to really change your mindset. I think it's going to really help you to propel forward. If there's something that's holding you back from your past, that's usually what regrets are, something from your past you're looking too hard at, and you don't want the depression and all that kind of stuff to creep in when you're holding on to these regrets. So long story short, let's get on top of these regrets, guys. Read this book and let it change your life. Let go of these things that are in your past and heal so that you can get to your best self, your best healed self in your future, and your past is not holding you back from that. All right, guys. If you guys have any topics you'd like me to do, please be sure to put that down in the comments. I'd love to look over some stuff that you got, and I'd love to do an episode on it. And like I said before, if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed it or anything that you wanted to say about the video. And let's keep it going. We are in October, guys. We are in our last quarter of 2022. So I hope y'all are still on your goals, and I hope y'all are still, attacking your plans, whatever it is, 5-year plan, 2-year plan, 10-year plan. I hope y'all staying on it, and let's finish strong for the rest of the year. All right, guys. Stay blessed, stay elevated.